maneuver as we have to.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, folks. Welcome to, it is Monday, right? We got the day right. Welcome to Monday night.
The holidays.
It was a holiday, so things were kind of,
last second.
Off kilter today because nobody was on their normal routine.
Yeah.
But we are here. Well, we're going back to the 1970s, but we are here at the moment.
Yeah. And we're cooking the books.
We are cooking the books, and I did not plan this way, but the book that I found the recipe in for dinner just happens to be like perfectly timed for Fat Tuesday tomorrow. So
Mr. Boston's.
You're cooking your book. There's a lot, like these old bartender guides.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff in here.
There is.
To kind of play around with. So
sometimes you gotta modernize it with a little twist here and there.
Well, and that's okay. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So it's
bring it current.
Make it easy. What kind of glasses? Do you want?
We need old fashioned.
I'll get them.
Old-fashioned
glasses.
Yeah. Need old-fashioned glasses because I'm gonna.
How about I get some from the 1970s?
That works. Whatever.
Actually, my 1970s
so why are we doing
are
Fat Tuesday because tomorrow is Fat Tuesday.
Oh hush. Let's see.
Is that what you said?
Yes, tomorrow's Fat Tuesday. I'm sorry. I'm looking for old-fashioned glasses that are clear.
So tomorrow is Fat Tuesday. If you guys are in New Orleans, have a great time. Think of all of the things that, if you're our age, think of all of the things that you did in New Orleans when you were younger, fondly, or not so fondly. Hopefully you didn't spend the entire weekend in the Superdome.
Oh, well, that particular brother is not watching at the moment.
Well, no, but that's okay. Hopefully you got to get out on.
Okay, here. Are those okay?
Perfect.
Okay,
yeah,
those
great.
are good.
They're wonderful. They're wonderful. So what I'm making is a Sazerac. And it's made out of the Sazerac. There's an old hotel that it's famous for, and we're going to.
It's kind of quintessential New Orleans, isn't it?
Yeah. I need my measuring cup. I told you we're a little discombobulated here this morning. So this afternoon.
It's not even morning, is it?
It's evening.
You need fuel.
I do.
Mix away.
Fuel, fire, what isn't that? Something like that?
Yeah, but I can't think of how the lyrics to that song go.
Give me that which I desire.
There you go. I desire a Sazerac. So
yeah, okay.
Hoppity to it here.
Sazeracs, you can use absinthe. You can use an absinthe substitute. We've got some absinthe somewhere in the house. Somewhere. We're not going to search for it or anything.
Oh,
Hey, Costas.
Hey, Costas.
But Sazerac is an anise and wormwood liquor, and we're just substituting that for something that we have in our house. And we have
Costas
ouzo.
might be familiar with.
Costas might be familiar with this. Some ouzo. So it's an anise liquor. So we're using that as our base. We're going to coat the glasses, the walls of the glass, without spilling.
That is true talent right there. I'd have it all over the floor.
Well, who says I don't? You just can't see it.
You're right. I can't see it from way over here.
And hopefully that camera is not good enough to pick it up if I do have it on the floor.
Well, it is, but it won't.
So, and then you just want to coat them, and then you're just going to rinse it out.
Dump it out.
Yeah, dump it out. Don't rinse, dump. Because you don't want it to overpower the actual cocktail. And then this, also, way back before artificial sweeteners, like Sweet and Low, Trulia,
Stevia,
Splenda.
I don't remember the blue one. Equals the blue one.
All that stuff became the rage. You could actually buy sugar cubes in your. I need to rinse that out.
I've already done it.
This?
Yeah, I watched it all ago.
And I just right before.
Because you put. Never mind. I'm so sorry. I was not. I was dealing with the dog that wants to go out every night at 6:30.
Before all those were the rage, you could buy sugar cubes. You can't buy sugar
Guess
cubes
what? We
anywhere.
can't find in
can't find them
Carbondale?
anywhere.
Sugar cubes.
So you want a sugar cube in those and then put some bitters on it. But instead of that, we're just going to use a 1/2 ounce of simple per cocktail. Oh, do you have my lemon peel?
Oh dear. I will peel you a lemon
Thank you.
real fast here.
There you go. 2 ounces. We're using seagrass,
Ouch.
which is a rye. So 2 ounces of rye per cocktail.
You're just wanting one to twist.
Yeah, just one per cocktail.
Well, I know, but
that yeah,
a
to
twisty.
twist. Okay. Hey Debbie. And then we want Picard's bitters because it is a New Orleans bitters.
one to twist.
And we're going to stir that up.
Two to twist. A little pith in there, but it'll work.
It's okay. It's just
No biggie.
Yeah.
Cut that up for my iced tea later.
You want to put some ice in these?
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Teamwork makes the drink work.
That's right.
See what I did there?
I heard.
Now if you want more.
Plenty. Oh, I'm going to have to make another one. Shucks.
Shucky darn.
Imagine that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's okay.
you can top off one and fill the other. So, repeat, folks.
1 ounce.
Simple.
Simple. Well, 1/2 ounce per.
Right. Oh, that ouzo. It's like hitting me now. It has wafted this way because the fan's behind you.
I know.
That smells so good.
It's so wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Take 2.
Oh, grandmas who host tea parties always have sugar cubes, is what she says. Well, we didn't think about that one.
Well, you still have to be able to, now the other dog wants out, have to be able to find the sugar cubes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to order some so we have them.
Or not.
Or not, that's true. Except when we get the absinthe out, we're going to want them because
That's true.
that's
So
kind of
there
the whole,
we go. We've got
whole deal. Twist of the lemon. Get
just
all of the
the juices.
oil out of the hello peel.
Rub it along the rim.
You can dump mine in it.
Nope.
Nope, not supposed to dump it in. Just get the little
Get the
little bit of spritz out.
spritz out. Rub it along.
So you get lemon on the tongue.
Oh, there's a quote by someone famous about not doing that with the peel and just pitching it away. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
That's, hey, I was told read online, don't do that.
Cheers.
That's good.
That is so good.
I love the floral.
So the lemon hits you
lemon.
immediately because
Oh,
of where it's at, but you
Mhm.
can,
You could definitely taste
the licorice comes
The
through.
licorice comes through.
We
That
are
comes
not
through.
professional alcohol tasters, by the way, so
No.
you're just kind of getting what's coming here.
The average person, man, that's some potent stuff though too.
Yeah, I'm good right
Yeah,
here. This
yeah.
is going to be my
We-
limit.
I might be drinking water after this one.
Otherwise, I'm going to be
Oh yeah.
on the floor. Back here, you have to scrape me up.
Yeah,
with the,
this is only 118.22 proof.
whew, only.
Yep.
Mm,
Good stuff though.
want
So-
to do you?
One will definitely do you. And we're adding on top of that Picard's bitters, which is
Really good.
35% proof, I believe. 35 proof, or yeah, 35%.
It's
35% ABV, so 70 proof.
but I mean, if you're in New Orleans in the summer,
Yeah.
you might need these.
Well, you don't. They say that tourists drink the hurricanes, residents drink the Sazerac.
Guess what?
And so
We always go where the
virtually
residents go.
toured last year.
We did, and we did the whole. I mean, hurricanes are really good, don't?
Yeah.
But you're right. There's a definite difference in places, especially where food's concerned, and what travelers want and what the residents.
So last year we virtually toured, and we're tourists.
Today we're
residing.
moving in.
Scooch over.
We know a few folks down that direction. Okay, so here's kind of an interesting little snippet of history.
Yeah.
This is in 1976, and I've been putting the cookbook covers on the show post when I put it up, so you guys can get an idea of what we're working with. So 1976 from Carterville. Those of you local will know Carterville. It's, what is it, 15 minutes drive time from here? Not even.
Like 10.
From the United Presbyterian Women. So it came from one of the Presbyterian churches. Don't remember which one without looking here. First Preb.
You can tell it's Southern Illinois when you have to guess how many different Presbyterian churches there are.
Many.
Yeah.
And Methodist also, and Southern Baptist as well.
Yeah. It's that one over there, or is it the one over there 3 blocks down?
There's like 7 in Carbondale. I don't even know anymore. So anyway, so what I thought was interesting, 1976, if you know anything about how food has kind of transferred, not really, moved around the country or moved across the country, the fact that I found a recipe for shrimp Creole and shrimp jambalaya in a Carterville, rural Southern Illinois church cookbook kind of threw me off, because your average rural Midwest town wouldn't have known what that was in 1976.
But the same person wrote those recipes.
So I'm never going to give you the name of the person who wrote the recipe on air, but I suspect that 2 things were a possibility here. She was attached somehow to the university and had traveled and knew that way.
Or she got blew up by a hurricane.
Maybe a hurricane tornado blew her this way.
Yeah.
Or because of the church did some missionary work and knew that way, because Cajun Creole food was not something that we knew about until the mid to late 80s, thanks to a couple of chefs from that region of the world. So
who all have we got watching? I saw that we had 5, we got 4 lives.
I bored them with the history lesson.
Yep.
At least one. I lost one with the history lesson.
They went, never mind. They're done making the drink.
I'm telling you, you could have an entire TikTok channel just on making the drink part. Raise your hand if you agree.
No, we got 5 back.
Okay. See, TikTok brought them back.
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right, so we're gonna make shrimp Creole tonight. And I in looking at this recipe, it's pretty.
Jen's with us.
Hey, Jen. Pretty right on for a traditional Creole. So we're going to stick relatively close to this. One thing I will say, it calls for green olives.
I might need the Tums.
You might need the Tums already. You're only halfway through one.
I know.
They're out where you sit. I just left them out there the other day. Anyway, this calls for green olives, which gives it a little bit more Cuban
right here
flair. So we're going to omit those because somebody here doesn't like them. But that's what we're going with. And for dessert, out of the same book, this recipe title is Helen Jean's Florida Fruit Salad.
I thought you weren't going to name the name.
No, that's the title.
Oh, okay.
That's the name of the recipe, not the person.
Well, not the person whose recipe it is.
Community cookbooks often have things like grandma's
That's true.
stroganoff, or you know, Big Daddy's, or whatever. So you often find how the recipe came into existence. So that's what we're going to have for dessert. But first off, we're going to get the shrimp Creole going, and we're going to use some butter. A little discombobulated.
Shout out to Penny Liquors this morning for having the Picards.
Oh,
And they did. They helped out.
good.
They almost sold me a $300 bottle of bourbon, but
They
I resisted.
had what you were looking for?
No.
Oh.
Yes and no.
Okay.
They had batch 10 of those same bottle we saw that was batch 12.
Yeah. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of fat, oil, butter. I'm using half clarified butter and half margarine. Bacon fat.
Yeah.
Neutral oil if you use oil. Only because I don't have any butter handy at the moment. So that, and we're going to, if you watched any of the etouffee episodes, anything where I've made something in a Dutch oven, chances are there's butter and flour in the bottom of it. And that's,
Well, that poor thing is whited out.
well, yeah, it's not the best for what we're doing. We're going to chop some vegetables here. So
Okay, I got you over there.
Do that
I
if
can
you
see
want.
that Sazerac.
Mm-hmm. I can taste that Sazerac.
Yeah,
Ooh-wee.
that's got an amazing floral note. The nose on that is just wow.
Would you hand me my garbage bowl, please?
Yeah.
So we're going to
The bite on that spice, though, ooh, man.
get some peppers, onion,
I'll put it over here on your
Thank
right
you.
side where it goes.
garlic going. We're going to we're kind of moving a little bit backwards. We'll build the roux after we get the vegetables going.
I'm working here. Just
You're
chill.
fine. All right.
There you go. Teamwork does more than just making the drink work. Look at that.
It
Ha,
does.
ha,
It makes
ha.
dinner work around here. Okay, so 2 bell peppers. I have 2 pounds of shrimp, so I'm making enough to have for leftovers and lunches.
So that I have lunch tomorrow.
So that I have
Yes.
lunch tomorrow. Tell us what you're having for dinner. I know what my mother had because she took my kid with her.
Yeah. Grandma had the date night meal with Cardi B and Offset, I believe is what it was.
Well, I doubt she had that meal.
Oh, are you sure?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Grandma, is that what you had? Did you have date night meal, the Cardi B and Offset special at Mickey D's?
Phoebe came home with a shamrock shake.
Oh, that probably, I don't know if they had that.
All right, so 2.
So we're making shrimp Creole, and the kid wanted these. So Grandma, like a champ, came over, took the kid to McDee's.
She'll probably eat shrimp Creole too, though. Knowing her.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You got shrimp Creole or McDee's.
I need some celery.
I got to let a dog in.
Okay. Dogs in, dogs out. They're always on the wrong side of the...
Before she tears up the screen.
Yeah. All right. So 2 big stalks from the outside. I always save the inside of the... You guys can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. Inside of the celery stalk to eat because that's the tender stuff. I cook with the outside because it's not the tender stuff. You close that, please. Pepper, celery, onion is the base for pretty much anything from...
Oh, I got a reply.
From who?
Grandma says Grandma had a Big Mac and that giant shamrock shake.
There you go.
And Phoebe had to explain what that special was all about.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. I bet you enjoyed hearing about it.
Probably.
She says Phoebe did save room for some shrimp Creole. Good.
I figured. All right, 2 big stalks of celery, relatively small dice. So you saw me.
So I know we've got 3 viewers who they are. So let's hear from the other 2. Do we have Looney watching this from Nolans right now, or is he?
Well, he said he was going to hop on. All right. So anyway, bell pepper, onion, celery, garlic. But the first 3 are the base for pretty much anything Creole Cajun. Creole includes tomatoes or a tomato base of some sort, typically. Cajun does not. So when you see me make jambalaya, which is Cajun,
Kathy,
don't you say Kathy?
I don't know. Trinity, the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
And that's what I was actually really happy to see that in this recipe from the 1970s that it's the right ingredients. It's not, some goofy, um, I'm going to say wannabe recipe, but
Oh, Kathy Wood's there.
hey, Kathy. All right. Remember, I said I'm like kind of doubling the recipe here. So,
Well, we double a lot of recipes. It's
well, yeah, I do.
I double the cocktail recipes. You double the food recipes.
You know what? If you're going to cook something in a big pot like this, make extra
Yeah.
because it saves you on lunch, maybe dinners.
Mhm.
All right, breaking my own rule where the onion's concerned and topping and tailing it because it's a little guy. So I've got 2 green peppers, 2 thick stalks of celery from the outside. Save the inside for eating because they're more tender if you buy the whole stalk.
You said that.
I know, I'm just repeating.
Mm-hmm.
A little repetition never hurt.
It is a method of learning.
A large onion, 2 small onions.
Man, that Sazerac is.
Potent, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one and done over here, babes.
I might have one more.
You might have one more.
Why not? Well, the glass is already nice and cooled down.
That's true. It'd be a waste, right?
Yeah, it would be a waste to not try another one just to make sure that.
I have my Dutch oven on
That and I've already
medium.
tumsed it out, so the heartburn will.
Heartburn.
The instantaneous heartburn that I had will.
I'm just going to use the end of my garlic, at least that, and I'm just going to rough chop it. I'm not. This was frozen, and I used it over the weekend and just left it out, so it's a little soft.
It's softer, but not totally soft.
Yeah.
So we saw that Grandma Debbie took one for the team and has had McDonald's, but we don't know about everybody else. What's everybody else cocktailing it up tonight with us and dining tonight with us? What are you guys all having? Oh, Ann just hopped on.
Hey, Ann.
Ann, what are you drinking? What are you eating? Are you looking for us for inspiration for the food tonight? And maybe going to make what we're making
tomorrow night for Fat Tuesday?
On Fat Tuesday or...
Okay, we're going to add a little bit of salt to that because it will help pull the moisture out of the vegetables. And then we won't really have to salt it later. I need to wash my hand real fast. So.
Okay. They can stare at the pot for just a second. Hey, Aunt Deb.
Hey, Aunt Deb.
So we've got the veggies cooking down. So we've got celery, we've got garlic, we've got onions, we've got green peppers in there. We've got a fat, i.e. butter, some clarified butter.
I use clarified butter and margarine.
Oh,
and I will tell you why. Because when I build a roux, I have found those are the easiest. Or like canola or vegetable oil. They're the easiest to work with.
It smells delicious, that pot does.
You want a shrimp? They're cooked.
Yeah. We ought to have some cocktail sauce.
Well, I can't do that real fast.
I know. Oh, Jen's fried up some bacon. And doing dishes. Wow. That's awesome.
Okay.
I love bacon. It's my second favorite meat.
So this recipe calls for 1 can of tomato paste and a can of tomatoes. And I have a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. We're going to use the whole can.
Yep.
In lieu of tomato paste, you could use a 28-ounce can of tomato puree or crushed tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes?
Well, you want that in addition to.
Oh, okay.
But with this and some chicken stock, which I forgot to make. So we'll deal with that. Yeah. Deal with that momentarily. Because I use...
Give me the other one and I'll open the other one.
You have to open it over it, otherwise it...
Oh. Well, you're opening both ends.
You have to, otherwise you can't get it out. I mean, you can. You just have to like scoop, and that's silly. I really don't like this can opener because it takes the paper off the can
Yep.
too.
Oh, and it's doing some G&T tonight.
Woohoo!
There we go. This is something with ground chicken. She says tomorrow night. Oh yeah, tomorrow night she might make this.
I lied. It's not going to work.
Kathy Wood can't wait for the final result. She loves Cajun food. Aunt Deb is doing Tripoli barbecue. Oh,
That sounds
there
good
you go.
too. There
Yeah.
we go. It finally popped out of there. They're like making cans differently these days.
Well, those are really thin cans.
Yeah, their cans are like super thin, right? I've noticed that the last handful of things I've purchased. Okay.
And I think you were doing a G&T last Monday night. We may have to expand your horizons.
Or do a gin and tonic.
Do a different type of gin. You know, I know you like Tank, Tank is good gin. But what you got?
I was looking at that.
You want me to stir for a little bit?
Yeah, when I use tomato paste, I like to get some char on the tomato paste. So I'm like going completely against the recipe here at this point. But
well, you're making it your way.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You're cooking the books. We're not here to follow recipes to a T. We're here to make them our own.
So you stir. I need to make some chicken base real fast because I don't have any in a can. So I do one of two things where base is concerned here. I use like Better Than Bouillon, or I use Nora makes a like powdered granule bouillon.
Oh, those are really good though.
Which is my favorite.
I like the Better Than Bouillon cubes.
I very rarely keep like a jar of stock or a can of stock anymore because of it. Yeah, don't let that burn.
I'm stirring.
I know.
I promise.
This is just taking me longer than what I was anticipating because it wasn't open.
And I haven't, haven't turned the heat down. We're still at medium, so I got to stir constant here.
When you use bouillon, you will use a teaspoon per 8 ounces.
And you've got how many ounces?
I've got a quart here, so that's
like 32.
So that's 4 teaspoons, a tablespoon plus a teaspoon.
So you got 32 ounces.
Yeah. So here's what we didn't do because of the tomato paste. I did not put flour in it. So we're going to thicken it with cornstarch after a while.
You need my
so
spoon?
We're totally deviating from the whole Cajun roux situation here at this stage because of the cornstarch.
You need my spoon?
Hmm?
My bar spoon.
No, I need a lid so I can shake your booty.
Woohoo! I like the whole shake your booty thing.
Yeah. Now I should have built the roux first before I plunked
we
the
need
corn.
to hurry here because
I know.
No matter my efforts, we're still starting to
here's an idea.
Brown around the edges here.
White wine.
White wine. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so that was a good quarter to half cup, maybe third a cup of white wine.
That helps. Because we're not browning around the edges.
Ooh, stock in.
Oh,
be careful, dude.
Well, I've been muscling it over here with no loosener. Yeah.
And we're gonna do another quart.
Hey, when it gets wet, it gets a little messy around here. So.
And I don't want this I want it thick, but I don't want it super duper like stew thick necessarily, but somewhere between stew and soup.
There, you can stir again.
Shrimp stock, seafood stock would be delicious. This recipe calls for Worcestershire sauce, which I actually do appreciate because of what's in the Worcestershire sauce. So we're going to add that. Worcestershire sauce has anchovies in it, so it gives it a little bit of a
A seafoody,
salty, yeah,
salty
bite. Whew. Cornstarch. You need roughly a tablespoon per cup ish.
Do you want me to open the diced tomatoes?
What?
Those.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I'm like, huh? What are we talking about here? Thank you. Petite diced tomatoes.
On the can.
So I have 1/8 of a cup, and that's where we're going to start.
And ask if you have ever used the Better Than Bouillon seafood base.
I have not been able to find it. Tell me where you're finding it.
Yeah.
I haven't looked for it recently.
But we are definitely a fan of their chicken and beef.
Oh, and they've got a mushroom base now. Oh, and like a French onion base. They're great. They're great cheats and time savers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I mixed my cornstarch in with my stock here. We're gonna bring that up to a boil.
Where's your diced taters?
Tomatoes are going right in.
Oh, she says just the big A.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
I might have to get some. Yeah, we don't. We're not as bad as we used to be locally, but there are still some things that are like,
yeah, like sugar cubes.
yeah, impossible to find around here.
Yeah.
Even though we're in a university town with 2 Mexican groceries and a international grocery.
Your mom has used the seafood base and the lobster base
Well,
and the mushroom base.
well,
She's just killing us over here.
right? Hopefully that is thick enough. Real good. Whoops. So
And hopefully the magic couple will forgive me if it's not Cardi being offset and she's on a different bow
well,
or whatever.
know.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I probably could have used a little bit less liquid, but we're going to go with it. The idea here is to let this cook down for a while. So while it's cooking, we're going to let it boil, thicken. It will reduce a little bit.
So are you temped up a little bit?
I am up to a high boil or high heat to boil.
High heat? Yeah.
Because the cornstarch, it needs to boil to thicken.
Oh. It's looking and smelling great. By
yeah.
the way.
And by the time we get two pounds of shrimp in here, it's going to be
2 pounds of
I bought 2 pounds of cooked shrimp because that's all I could find.
Huh?
But hey, you use what you can.
I'm not going to complain that there's a whole bunch of shrimp.
I'm going to pause for a commercial break.
Mhm.
Brought to you by Pinch Penny Liquors. Not really, but that's where we found what we needed.
Actually, that's where we bought the barrel seagrass at. So tonight, pretty much, yeah. Tonight's cocktail is definitely brought to you by Pinch Penny Liquors.
We have a few liquor stores locally, but we
hit 2.
We hit 2 typically.
2 fairly regularly, and we're proud of them both.
Well,
Pinch Penny Liquors and Westroads both.
They've been
serving you since never mind.
Shush. Don't say since when. Everybody will get in trouble.
Yeah.
Since 1997.
Sooner than that. You're just real lucky there was a 9 in the third digit.
All right. So once this kind of does its thing, shrimp
and
goes in. No, I wouldn't quite.
Yeah, because you couldn't drive there.
Wasn't quite there.
it was an 8.
I could walk.
Yeah, you could walk.
I was like 3 blocks away.
Yeah, but you couldn't drive there when you had an 8.
I will say that's partly why I love Westroads, because we did go there when I was growing up. I just wasn't by myself.
Oh, you had.
Okay, so shrimp Creole or gumbo, either one, you spoon over rice. Jambalaya is when the rice goes in. So we're going to just let this hang out and do its thing while we make dessert. And I need a bowl. Ooh-wee. And we're going to...
Your mom says she dragged you into Westroads when you had pigtails.
I know.
She says, is that what you mean?
Yes.
No.
That's exactly what I mean.
No, it's not what I mean.
Here, if we're going to be in the 1970s, we'll use a 1970s bowl for the...
So that would have
salad.
been the 1970s when you went in there in pigtails, maybe.
Oh, I had pigtails.
Yeah,
I wore pigtails a lot.
yeah.
Sometimes you'll still catch me in pigtails.
I love it when you wear pigtails.
All right. 1970s Yellow Fire King. I mean, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it, right?
Oh, that's of course.
All right. So Creole is pretty much done with exception of shrimp.
All right, folks, we're going to go back to the cocktail while she's talking and mixing. I'll mix over here.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. You can go round 3 on the cocktail if you want.
I'm round 2 in it on the cocktail. And
Oh, that smells good.
it's good.
Okay, so Ellen Jean's Florida fruit salad. Can of pineapple chunks.
I think the dogs want in.
Bunch of purple grapes. Walnuts chopped. Thankfully, we can buy them that way now. A mixture of yogurt and sour cream or just extra yogurt. And I actually have a strawberry cheesecake yogurt that I'm going to use in this. So not plain. We don't do plain yogurt around here at all. Oranges sliced. So I will show you how to do that. Coconut, the pineapple juice, and sugar. I don't think we need extra sugar in all of this.
We always need extra sweetness. You've got me.
Oh, that is no why though.
Ah.
Goodness. All right. I mean, I've got some lemon juice over here if I need it.
Well, we bought the Kathy. We bought the chicken one local, the chicken base that we use.
Yeah. So, what did I do? Did I put it up? We were talking about better than bouillon, but here's what I was using. I've got chicken and beef in that. You can buy it at the grocery store now. I used to only be able to get it at International Groceries.
Yeah, we can get this one at Schnuckers. Knorr, Knorr, chicken flavor bouillon. It's a caldo con sabor de pollo. For those of you who Spanish is a second or first language, I may have butchered it as a first language.
Oh, that's okay.
And it's not really
I'm
a
spilling
full
pineapple
second
juice
language
everywhere. So
remember, I'm coating the glass.
Just miss the shrimp.
In the
Thank you.
ouzo. I need another lemon peel, please. When you get a moment.
I can.
When you get a moment.
As soon as I find the thingy. Ooh, let me
Exactly. It is definitely in the international food section.
Yeah, they have beef and chicken, but they come in great big. You can buy great big ones if it's something that you use a lot. Excuse me, hiccups.
Yeah, that's not a cocktail glass. That's my.
You want to stick a straw in it?
I'm telling you what, hon. 2 of these is going to do me in for the evening.
So to get
which I'm not going to complain about, obviously.
The you're going to snore. Use a vegetable peeler to
I've already had my Tums.
Peel off of the. Ooh, I might need those.
You might want to get those out of the way.
You're going to spill ouzo all over them.
No, I didn't spill any ouzo on them at all.
Once you start pulling peel off of citrus or zesting it, use the citrus because it won't be any good otherwise. It'll go bad real fast.
So we're using Picard's. And you can still, if you're a fan of Angosturas, you can still throw an Angosturas in it.
Pardon?
Let me see if I can grab hold of an Angosturas. I might be able to.
Don't back up because I got the door open.
Okay.
To get the yogurt out. Might only need one of these, but we'll see.
We'll throw 1 dash of Angosturas in there.
If you've got littles at home, this is a great
bar spoon
recipe to get them involved in because you can have them pull grapes off
Yeah, Jen, there's definitely some MSG in there.
In what?
In that Better Than Bouillon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Knorr brand.
But you know what? They're time savers. And one thing, if you ever look at old community cookbooks, one thing you'll notice is there's a lot of time savers in them. You're kind of throwing things together in a lot of recipes. A lot of canned soup, casseroles. My Creole is probably a little liquidy. However, I don't mind that.
1 Sazerac. Look at that high pour. You can only do that after you've had 1 or 2 of those.
Did I need to get that on film?
You might have wanted that on film.
Whew.
It's on video.
There you go.
So
Um,
they all saw it.
so I have a can of pineapple, a 20-ounce can of pineapple. I'm trying to put as many grapes in as I have pineapple chunks. Seedless purple.
Missed.
Green would be okay. Here, I'm going to finish out this bunch and we'll stick the grapes back in the fridge because the kid likes to eat them. If you get one that's squished, eat it. So those of you who were not 2 years old in 1976, what kinds of salads did you eat?
You were only 2 years old for part of 1976.
I mean, here, would you throw those back up in the fridge?
Yeah.
Thank you. Walnuts.
Oh, heck yeah.
This says
what else is in there? I've been busy.
a can of pineapple.
Oh, a can of pineapple.
As many grapes as you have pineapple chunks.
Crushed cubed chunks. Pineapple chunks.
Half a cup of walnuts. Walnuts are expensive.
Yeah.
Walnuts were expensive. They're still expensive.
They're
But
still expensive.
if you don't like walnuts, use pecans. Pecans would be really good.
I love walnuts. I love pecans.
I know. Hazelnuts would be good, but not everybody likes walnuts.
I love walnuts. Can we have more?
1 cup of walnuts.
It's a big salad, folks. It's a big salad.
Would you like one to eat?
Yes, I'd love some to eat.
1 cup minus a tablespoon of walnuts.
Yes. Oh.
Coconut.
Oh, coconut too?
Coconut too.
Man, I love coconut too.
Half a cup of coconut, but you know what? We're going to flake the coconut on top in a minute.
Yeah, please.
What else? Coconut, pineapple juice. Oh, the oranges. Whew. Okay. Here's where things are going to get a little fun.
Jen, she always fights the urge with me. Always. I know which buttons to push, though.
Bad. I'm like sweating right now, I'm slaving over this hot stove over here. You don't want to put the lid on because you want it to evaporate so it reduces. I'm going to peel an orange, and then Chili's going to peel a couple more oranges.
Oh, gosh, no, he's not.
Okay.
No.
Wait, do you want me to put orange in it? You okay with orange?
I'll be okay.
How about if I just put 1 in it?
Go ahead and put 2.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Chili, we're not like big fans of oranges, but
no.
A can of mandarin oranges would be good too, drained.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll survive with the oranges. As long as I'm not the one, it's an oddball thing with me, if it's mixed in with everything else, I think I'll be okay.
And you love orange cake.
I love orange.
It's just oranges.
I love everything about oranges except for the damn orange.
Well, see, I'm the exact opposite. I'll eat an orange, but it's kind of like meh.
It's those childhood things that, you got sick on when you shouldn't have really gotten sick on, but you got sick on it. And
now mine's because my mother ate oranges when she was in labor.
No, I got sick on.
Sorry, I told that story on
camera.
Yeah. I also don't like fried chicken for a similar reason.
I don't know. Jen's asking, so the cranberry orange cake went over well? Do you remember a cranberry orange cake?
Yeah, Christmas. I loved it.
Oh, okay. Did I eat it?
No, you didn't, because it had no.
Yeah. No,
I think you might have had a slice.
Probably. But I just I can't do oranges.
What are we on? Yeah, you might want to put them back on so they can see us talking. Peeling of oranges,
Oops.
I always try to get as much of the pith out of it, off of it as I
Okay.
can.
Yeah, it's just one of those psychological things. I get it. I understand that it's 100% psychological, but
Man, I'm gonna stand in front of the fan while I do this.
I totally understand it.
Okay, so you can get really fancy and cut supremes out of the orange, which I will.
Deb says she's told that orange story lots of times. She
Yeah.
burped oranges for 12 hours of labor. Yep.
Yeah, that is precisely why I, like, for most of my life, have never liked oranges.
Oh, you're still over there.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm trying to figure it out. Boom. There you
Okay.
go.
I'm warm. So if you try to cut, you don't have to. If you're okay eating this part of the orange, don't go to this much trouble. But you can. What you want to do is cut down between, like when you eat a grapefruit, you like stick the spoon of the grapefruit spoon rather in the wedge.
Yeah.
So you're not eating the little membrane stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can do the same with oranges and just pull the orange chunk out.
Oh.
Okay. And what you're left with, if you've done it well, and I never do it well because I don't do it frequently.
You have to have a really sharp knife.
Yeah, which this is.
Which you do have.
What you're left with then is this membrane part for all the oranges. I don't care that much. So we're just going to section the orange out.
Just section it out.
But if you do cut the supremes out, this is kind of what you're left with. But it doesn't bother me to eat that part. So if I were
it's just me, folks.
If I were in a 5-star restaurant, I'd have to cut the supremes out.
They can blame later on
like
the
this
oranges.
Right
they
here.
can blame it on the rye. They can blame it on the ouzo, whatever they want to blame it on.
But a can of mandarin oranges would be fine.
Supreme citrus.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just put one orange in. I know you don't.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate it. I understand it. I love that you're not going to
That's why I put extra grapes in.
to that many oranges. The things that she does just to work around my nuttiness with food is amazing, and one of the many, many reasons that she is who she is and that I love her to death.
Aw. All right, I'm going to dump part of the pineapple juice. I really only want about a 1/4 cup to mix with the yogurt. Give me a whisk, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is rolling right there.
Oh, it's great. One whisk.
One whisk. Whisk. I'll move that out of the way. Spatula. I am not going to use sour cream because I have a strawberry cheesecake yogurt. And I just don't think we need the sour cream. And I have, that being the case, I just am using containers of yogurt that I eat. No point in buying extra yogurt if you've got it.
Hey, you know what? The second one of these.
Going down a little smoother, is it?
Going down a lot smoother than the first one went down.
And yes, I'm mixing yogurt with an acid, but we're going to mix it until it's smooth.
Well, that's starting to.
Yeah, we've lost a good 1/2 inch, maybe more, of liquid there.
Yeah, at least.
Mm-hmm. The longer you cook it, the more reduced and thick it will get. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see that.
Yeah, perfect.
So I'm going to use my bartender spoon, and you can kind of see that we're down.
You can see it on the edge,
You can see it on the edge with my spoon. Almost a good inch, really.
Ooh, warm.
So, yeah. So we're back. Oh, there's our salad. Yeah.
Woo!
That is definitely a salad.
The pineapple juice thins the yogurt out and makes it more like a dressing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to gently fold.
Please do.
I get my spatula underneath the pineapple.
Do you want me to open up that coconut for you?
Yeah, would be great.
You want me to completely open it up, or do you want like a corner out?
Nah, go ahead and take just like snip the very top off.
Got it.
So the coconut will actually soak up some of this liquid. So if it looks a little overdressed, it is. That's fine. I'm going to show him a trick, so you're fine. I'm going to show them another trick. Don't run with scissors.
I'm not running.
I know. How much coconut you want?
I don't run.
Besides the tablespoon that you're going to eat.
I'm going to have, that's a teaspoon.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Something like that.
Is that a teaspoon, folks?
No, it's a tablespoon.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm having that.
We're going to put, let's see, this is a 5-ounce bag, so we'll do about half of it. So coconut, you want to seal airtight container. So plastic bag, Ziploc bag of some sort, or, a Tupperware food container.
Mm-hmm.
For the moment, I'm just going to use the end that Chili cut off.
The top?
And tie it. And I'll mess with it later.
Ah.
Coconut looks like snow.
Oh, it's so delicious.
Now, you really want this to...
I love coconut.
You want this to sit for about 30 minutes. So that coconut really soaks up the...
It's a little dry right now.
Oh, yeah.
Straight out of the bag.
You want it to soak. And I use unsweetened. I
noticed.
Yeah. Well, there's enough. When you're putting it on stuff and stuff, there's enough sugar in other places. You just don't need it.
I like the sweetening, though.
I know. All right. We're just going to let this hang out.
She didn't tell me it was unsweetened.
Yeah.
Let me grab that tablespoon worth of coconut shredded. Shove it right between my cheek and gum, just like a big old chaw.
And it's got no sugar.
It has zero sugar in it.
Great.
That's okay. I understand.
Mm.
She knows I love her.
Oh, good.
That's beautiful, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee that sucker is tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll take a picture later.
Yep.
Look at this mess down here.
If it's still here.
Look down here.
I'm not looking. I'm looking right here. You look down there while I go right here.
You're a turd, little squirt. Okay, move. Psst. No, because I need it next to the stove.
Wow.
Yes, I talk to my dog like she's listening. All right. This is not thickened quite as much as I want to, but I also don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. So we're going to go with that.
You guys have no idea how delicious this salad is. Until you make it.
That is good. I always forget about that kind of stuff. We don't. That's like great.
Oh, this is perfect.
Easy.
It's so good too.
2 pounds, already cooked, peeled, tailed, everything. It is what it is. It was what I could find. And she goes.
There she goes.
Now, it's already cooked, so we really just want to leave it in long enough to heat through. And let me rinse real fast. So I don't stain my white colander that I just stained. Chili is busy.
I'm eating salad. I am. Hey, there are things in this world that you have to pull me off of.
Fruit salad is one of them.
Fruit salad is, well, I'm smart enough to miss the oranges.
Well, that's true. That's why there's only a few in there. But I'll eat them.
I've only had two Sazeracs in, so.
Okay. We just are doing this long enough to heat through. Actually, you know what? Once I added the shrimp, Now, there is no Cajun Creole spice in this. I'm going to add some, though.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Whatever his name is.
No, I know it's Tony's, but I was making sure it was Creole spice.
It is. Tony Cacciatore.
Not Cacciatore.
Well.
So I've got about 2 teaspoons of spice going in.
You want more?
Sure.
It says more spices.
More spices.
Yeah.
So I have a tablespoon. That's probably plenty. Tablespoon of
I don't know.
Creole seasoning
that is a
going
double
in.
batch.
Well, that's true. It is. Let's see how we do here. Spice it how you want it.
Jen said that's a cute colander. She loves it. Is that a
Big A.
PC? Big A?
What's a big A?
A big.
You bought it?
I got that for you for Christmas.
Yeah, and I have.
I remember buying that. Yeah. Yeah.
I have 2 sets. I have big ones.
Hold on.
I mean, I'll sell them to you. Not these. I'll sell them. So, big ones.
Big ones.
Colander bowl, and you can store fruit in them and put the colander on it as a lid. It's pretty nifty. They come in a 2-pack.
And these.
Yep.
I know what my lovely likes for Christmas. Cooking stuff.
Always.
Always cooking stuff.
Oh, we need more.
Well,
I need some more.
There's another one right over there. It's unopened. There's 2 more.
Because
Anne says we use Tony's every day.
Mm-hmm.
Sazerac, according to her Gulfport, Mississippi friends, probably. Sazerac sounds good, but I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Sazerac A right now. So
You're gonna call it one too many. Okay, hang on here.
it's okay. I could never figure out. They've got it. Well, we did get these for free
We did when we went
at
to
the
the
St. Louis Wine and Food Show.
I have a big
Sponsored
bottle
by
of Tony's
Schnucks.
somewhere.
And you can barely see the word Tony
Yeah.
on
But
the
hey,
top, and note that
Here.
the last name says
I'll use this.
CH.
I can't find my Tony's. It's buried.
Oh, so which one are you going to use?
Bearded Butcher.
Which one?
Cajun.
The Cajun Beard Butcher?
Oh, I'm using Cajun in the Creole. Sorry.
Yeah, they'll be all right. That's got a little heat to it, if I remember
It
correctly.
does, and that's why I'm using it.
Mhm.
Spice it how you like it.
Little flavor. You didn't want to get the Brock Lesnar out?
No.
That was
I liked it. It was really good on
awfully
me
quick
last night.
no. That was a super fast no.
Yeah, when I tasted it, it was very. This was very not salty enough for me.
Yeah.
And that shrimp, even though it's already cooked, you can taste it.
So I would have thought it was a chicory. Tony Chicory. Well, hey, Sazerac. I believe that. A little French there. Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably
Well, it would be a little French with Creole.
yeah.
Little aristocracy
More
there.
French, more
Okay.
savoir-faire. I'm eating coconut and walnuts.
You just
over
said
here.
please, by the way.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, I'll use these.
Donde está los baños?
Oui.
Is my second language.
Oui.
Yours is French.
Yeah. That's questionable.
Yeah.
All right, so you can plate this a couple ways.
Mhm.
I'll show you one.
That is so damn good. Mm. Where's the rice?
One on top.
Oh. Well, I'm going to put you.
Well, hang on, I'll get it.
Oh, you missed the camera.
I'm not done yet.
Okay. I'm not done yet either.
Anybody who serves rice needs a great big scooper.
They can't really see that.
I know.
You're hiding it from them.
Here we go.
What kind of scooper? An ice cream scooper?
Yeah, a big
So
ice
it
cream
looks
scoop.
like that.
When you can get fancy and mold the rice and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, see, ice cream.
It pulls rice out, keeps it from sticking to everything else.
So I made rice in the rice
Unlike
cooker.
Friday night.
Don't even.
I'm just
Don't go there.
stating
So here you go.
facts.
If you wanted
figures.
to get really fancy.
Cooking the books,
Hot shrimp.
We didn't pay for it.
Jeff, be nice. Put a
I'm
cute
being
little
nice.
shrimp right there.
I'm being nice.
All right, here. Don't burn your mouth. Are you gonna eat all of that before?
Yeah, all but the oranges.
All but the oranges. You're gonna leave me with oranges, folks. Some more. There you go, babies.
Mm-hmm.
Have at it.
I'm still got salad in my mouth.
I have shrimp on my hand. When you cook rice, rinse it. Unless you're like cooking minute rice or something, you don't need to. But rice right out of the 1 pound package, rinse it before you cook it.
Because it will stick together.
If you don't rinse it, it will stick together. And especially short grain. Short grain rice really will stick together. Long grain's not so bad. Hush.
Friday night?
Hush.
Remember that.
Hush.
She's teaching you things.
Be nice.
I'm being very nice.
So yes, rinse, especially short grain rice.
I'm just being honest.
Because it will stick together otherwise. Pressure or rice cooker or not.
Oh.
You're gonna be in trouble if you're gonna be in trouble too.
Hey. Man, that's so good.
No more Sazeracs for you.
Oh no.
You're done.
Nope. I'm finishing that one. You want a drink? Want a bite? You can get a bite.
Well, I was trying not to trip over the dog. Whew. Warm.
No.
No, I'm warm.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to help them out. I mean, they're gonna cater again.
Hush.
No, I don't want to say that it was.
Hush. All right. Be nice.
I'm being nice.
So Shrimp Creole.
I have yet to make.
From 1976. Hush.
Yeah.
Be nice.
I'm being nice.
Okay.
Don't stick your
finger in your mouth.
That's right.
You might get bit off.
Or your rice all over the place.
So in honor of Fat Tuesday, and it just kind of happened that way. I did not plan for it. And then one of probably many fruit salads or Jello salads or Cool Whip salads that we're going to showcase in the next year because they're in like every
cookbook
by the droves. So there we have it. I'm like starving now. And have a lot of oranges.
Starving, but I've been eating a little bit of salad over here. So.
I noticed.
That salad is delicious.
And actually, you guys can't see this, but that coconut has already started to soak up the yogurt. So
it's so good right now.
If you let it sit overnight, it's going to just be a nice. Yeah.
And if you're going to cater, I mean, shit, you want your catering to go off without a hitch.
I'm going to eat. I'm going to stuff more in your mouth here.
Off without a hitch. Just like tonight. Yeah.
Maybe a hitch here and there, but
but we're honest.
I'm not worried about hitches at dinner time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna let this cook a little bit more. Although it's pretty close here.
Yeah, it's delicious.
But remember, you forgot to. It's hot, like heat hot.
Oh yeah, she's a little warm.
Rice separately, and either on top of or pour the shrimp creole around it.
Well, thank you, Costas. Oh yeah, Jen, exactly. Coconut, pineapple, grapes.
And it doesn't get much better than that, right?
That salad's delicious. Costas, what did you have to eat tonight to blow us out of the water? You got to throw us something.
Always, yeah.
Come on, I know you, buddy. You gotta give us something.
He's been posting some pretty.
He's been killing it,
right?
With stuff.
Like, I'm pretty sure he could have his own YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that he'd, throw out a little shout out, a little thumbs up, a little something with the Uzo.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next Monday night with yet.
Hey, we appreciate you watching, but we really appreciate you participating
and talking back with us.
Yeah.
Or talking with us.
Having fun with us, letting us know what's going on. We appreciate it.
We've got some good stuff planned for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
No more fruit salads for a couple weeks, but next week, stay tuned on Sunday because I'm going to post a little bit of a teaser video because I have to marinate something overnight.
You have to help prepare or something.
I've got to pre-prep just a wee bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll post a teaser video with some instructions before we get started on Monday night. But So yeah, we've got some good
Hey,
meals planned.
they might be able to use your prep to cook along.
You could, except for they won't have the recipe because I'm really slow in getting that part of this process done. So, so yeah. Anyway, so watch for Facebook on Sunday.
Mhm.
And we'll be back next week with more entertainment
And good cocktails.
not a Sazerac.
Oh,
No more seagrass.
It's
There-
just 118.
Oh, you're just misbehaving.
It has
badly.
absolutely nothing to do with the Sazerac.
All right, folks. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Good night.